What's happening, all you hip cool cats? My name is Kit, and welcome to Chicago Reacts, and we return again to a realm of sanity, prosperity, humanity, and compassion. That's right, we're reacting to another video from SsethTzeentach called Evenicle Review Wholesome Edition. Hey, family-friendly content. What could possibly go wrong? So as always, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that ring bell notification. That way you're made aware when we upload new content onto Chicago Reacts. But also, please be a hip, cool cat and support the original content creators. A lot of work is put into editing these videos and so much more. So be a hip, cool cat and do the right thing. So without further ado, since I am in charge of the ones and twos, let's get ready to react to this video. Evenicle Review Wholesome Edition. Family friendly.
Hey people, Seth here. Oi oi mina, Sesu kokoni. Today, I'll be returning to the accursed land of Japan.
Hey! Hey. Come on. Japan's very close to my heart. Lay off it.
That was gifted to me long ago. Evenicle, published in 2015 by Outlaw. Same guy
Venical.
who made one of my favorite games.
Evenicle. I call it something else. Evenicle. So there you go. Evenicle.
Sengoku Rans. Now, the game got released on Steam with a full English translation. At first glance, I thought this was some cutesy Japanese visual novel with a lot of erotic smut thrown in there without much substance. But this time, I stand corrected. Story. You play as Aster, a man with a dream and a simple purpose: to marry both of his sisters. Quite typical as anime plots.
Come on, Japan. Why do you always do this? This should never be recommended, folks, okay? Look, the royal families in Europe did this, okay? All of them are notoriously inbred, okay? Don't go by that Game of Thrones logic. None of that stuff ever works out as planned. It is a recipe for disaster. When I say what could possibly go wrong, a goddamn genetic nightmare is what can go wrong with this kind of situation. But, all right, Japan. You're losing me, Japan. You're losing me.
Let's go. Also, don't worry about the anime art style. I've done some clever substitutions to make this video more approachable by a Western audience. Enjoy. However, in this world, every human is bound by a set of divine laws devised by Holy Mother Eve herself, the creator of this world and all of its inhabitants. You can only screw.
I think I might have saw something that I know don't. The forces of chaos. Long live the God Emperor of mankind and his glorious Imperium. Remember, this is a pro-Imperium of Mankind channel. No debate, no conversation. 10 out of 10. We are affirmed that this is a channel that belongs to the God Emperor of mankind.
You can only screw one person. The person you screw is the person you marry. If you break the sacred rules of monogamy, you get branded by the Dark Souls logo and you become an outlaw. Anything an outlaw grows will wither away and die. Any animal they tend to will get sick and die. Anything they ever create will fall apart and become useless. Because outlaws can't produce anything, they have to steal, plunder, and murder just to survive. So, to avoid getting your ass cursed for the rest of your life, you gotta follow the law. This law sounds good on paper. In practice, it's absolutely dysfunctional and creates a social class of people that are forced into criminality and have no hope of reintegrating with society. While Eve is the creator of humanity, that doesn't mean she's not completely retarded. Eve has essentially created an artificial apartheid state which defines human as anyone following her law and dehumanizes anyone who intentionally or unintentionally strays from her path. And by this,
Never stray from her path, but she does seem mentally challenged.
I mean, you can become an outlaw against your will. If you get kidnapped and forced into a struggle snuggle with your captors, guess what? You become an outlaw because you did not participate in monogamy. And for that reason, you are cursed and damned for all eternity to carry the Dark Souls trademark. Essentially, your own god, your own mother, your own creator participates in victim blaming. There is, however, a tiny
Okay, has anyone played this crazy game? Type in the comment section below your thoughts. Because already I'm seeing some absolute failures happening. This is a system that does not work. But I guess, at least according to the goddess in this realm, the beatings will continue until morale improves. Say it with me, folks, and type it in the comment section below. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Loophole. Becoming a knight, a defender of a realm, a paragon of
Excuse me, that's a Cornite Chaos Space Marine. You know, the bad guys, you know. Like I said, we do not tolerate heretics. There will be no blood for the blood god, and there will be no cornflakes for the skull throne, okay?
virtue, who is sworn to protect humanity from monsters and from people of a lower socioeconomic background. Fuck 'em. A knight of significant standing has incredible...
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Lord Faladon. And before anyone types in the comment section below, actually, Abaddon's other 12 crusades, they all met his goals. Hey, you know what? That was retconned. Okay, and I'm all for, you know, a little bit of twisty here and there. But you know what? He'll always be Lord Faladon in my book, okay? So, hey, Abaddon, if you're hearing this, you're a failure, and you're a cheap dime store clone of Horus. There, I said it. And how much you want to bet there's going to be somebody's going to set up like a YouTube profile, and they're going to have Abaddon's profile, and they're going to be like, oh, I heard you were talking some smack about me. What'd you say now?
incredibly strong genetics, which the goddess recommends spreading far and wide, so that later generations can make use of their strength, which means the higher your rank, the more wives you're allowed to have. Is a game about doing great deeds, crushing evil, and saving the world, just so you can grow your ever-expanding harem. That's right, the ultimate goal of Evenicle is polygamy. But you know what? I played it for the story, the lore, and the backplot. And I feel not an ounce of shame saying this, because I am a red-blooded male, dammit. Anyway, you and the rest of the gang / harem travel the world solving spooky Scooby-Doo mysteries.
All right, so in other words, you're a Giga Chad with your wives solving all the mysteries. Okay, well, you know what? Seems like a better story so far than the Velma series. And no, I don't hate watch series just to watch it. No, and before anyone types in the comment section below, oh, kid, you guys should react to Velma. No. I'm not going to react to something that's purposely, and again, I'm going to say this again, that was made on purpose to be bad. Okay? It was made on purpose. There's no great struggle or anything else. They did this as a tax write-off. That's what they did, okay? And they turned... How is you going to have a show about, you know, Scooby and the gang? You're not going to have Scooby. Whoa, Shaggy. The remakes don't have me. All right, that was a terrible Scooby-Doo impression, but y'all understand what I'm talking about.
And that's about it. Oh yeah, also, some organization is using geopolitical tension and unrest to engineer a world war, because humanity would greatly benefit from having another generation of boomers. Gameplay. Any questions? No? Yeah, I think the footage is quite self-explanatory. Quite obviously, is a turn-based JRPG. You make the move, you kill the monsters, you get the cash money, and you get the opportunity to level up. Because you can't just level up immediately in this game. You have to visit a telemarketing company or buy a pre-recorded level up sound from your local retailer. I'm not making this up, by the way. The Merchants Guild also makes an appearance in this game, since every merchant is either a cross-dresser, a trap, or transitioning into a trap. Over time, you rank up as a knight, you spray baby batter inside another woman, and your party expands. Up to 5 people, by the way. But the most important question on everyone's mind, what about pregnancy? Well, don't worry about that.
I'm not prepared for this amount of anarchy.
Because in Venical, everyone uses contraceptive magic. How that works is a mystery. A convenient mystery. You know what else is convenient? Venical can be played entirely with one hand, which is ideal for people who've suffered a hand or wrist injury, such as myself. If you're suffering from the same affliction, I do recommend a water-based lubricant to speed up recovery. So, if you have a son, your wife's son, or a grandson, I would recommend buying them Venical this Christmas, so so they can work past their untimely disability. The game itself is quite linear, and you're
God damn it, Japan. I love you. You're right here in my heart. Always. Always. God damn it, Japan. God damn it, Japan. Turn my head for 1 second and y'all do something like this. Who was the big brain genius who decided this was a good idea? And you know what? How many of you, again, have played this game? Give me your feedback in the comment section below while I drink this quote-unquote apple juice.
Your time will be split between combat and reading. Surprisingly, the dialogue is actually quite good. I dare say it's very entertaining. There are choices you can make during this game, but much like Western RPGs, these are false choices that don't actually make a difference. Criticism. Now, while the story and the narrative are very interesting and captivating, I must explain something to you that I cannot stress enough. This game is not for the faint of heart. I've seen some shit. I can't show you what I've seen, but through the clever use of imagery and metaphors, I can describe it to you, because I'd like to share my traumatic experience. Think of a woman as a bowling ball, because just like a bowling...
Okay, you don't have to think like that. Remember, we're all on this planet together as equals. Oh God, I don't want to go forward. I dread to think of what SsethTzeentach is going to say. I dread it. I fear it, but yet we must go on. Everyone buckle up your seatbelts. I am not prepared for this amount of anarchy. And no amount of alcohol will save my day. I mean apple juice.
Bowling ball, a woman has correct. She's got 3 of them. Think of a man as a delivery man.
Well, it's family friendly. I mean, how do you think families get started, folks?
Deliver sausage, but he can only deliver one at a time. The very first H scene in this game involves a bowling ball, a married bowling ball, getting stuffed with multiple sausages without consent. However, consent or not, the fact
I'm sorry. Hold on. Excuse me?
she had multiple sausages inside her makes her an outlaw. Realizing this, she desperately tries to remove a Dark Souls logo by severing her own fingers. After being told she can't just remove From Software's trademark from her body, that it will grow back on a second finger, she begs you to remove every finger, every toe, and every digit that could possibly hold it. This same bowling ball can't really catch a break, since later on she gets stuffed all over again. The risk of pregnancy makes her lose composure, and she refuses to comply with a sausage delivery. Upon hearing this, one of the delivery men exits the scene and returns soon after with a kettle filled with boiling water, which he intends to use as contraceptive to sterilize her from inside out.
I'm sorry. What? And there they all are smiling like everything's a-okay. Jesus. I wasn't prepared for this amount of anarchy.
Much later on, I actually got close.
Oh, don't bring Chef Ramsay in this. You keep him out of this. Come on, Seth. There are certain lines you just don't cross. Whatever. It's already too late.
To throwing up. You see, besides delivery men, monsters can also deliver sausage, but this sausage can't really fit inside a bowling ball. So I saw a bowling ball get stretched out and broken by a monster twice their size. But that's not the end of it. I might have left out a tiny detail. Oh yeah, right. The monster was not fed for weeks. He wasn't hungry. He was starving. And I got to hear a bowling ball desperately plead, scream, and cry for her life, begging the monster to please, please, please use her instead of eating her.
Oh, what the hell, Japan? Yeah, I can't be angry at Seth on this one. Oh, boy. I'm speechless. I don't know what you want me to say, folks. How to react to that? I'm speechless. Let's try and get past this. I am not prepared for this amount of anarchy.
Just before it clamps down tighter on her neck, and finally, final score. I give Evenicle an alright out of I don't know what I was expecting, so don't expect objectivity from me. It's a pretty condensed package, a compelling story, good characters, ass, titties, music, and combat that eventually does get quite challenging. Whether intentionally or not, I got a very wholesome conclusion from Evenicle. A game about polygamy. It convinced me that I'm perfectly happy with one woman because more than one would drive me insane. And her name is Catherine, my one and only waifu, and I'm prepared to fight all of you 1v1 on Command & Conquer Generals or 0 Hour if you prefer, to prove my undying love. Unfortunately, Evenicle is still quite expensive because putting a game on sale is an alien concept to the Japanese. So if you don't feel right about the price tag or you're not sure, I would recommend trying before buying. And you can grab yourself a copy over here on my... So, what are you in for?
I played non-state approved anime. I told the officer she was well above the age of consent.
How old was she?
357, but she had the body of a 12-year-old. I tried to explain that it's because she's a half-dragon sorceress. She's very powerful and mistrustful of humans, so she takes on the form of a child. Oh yeah. And she has a huge, bulging Fuda cock.
Does this keep happening to you? Do you wish there was a better way? Well, there is. Express. Hey, unfortunately, the sponsor didn't like the integration. However, I don't care. And I'm tearing up this contract. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. Also, I now stream on DLive every Sunday on the most unsociable hours possible because ya boy got a contract, and he's gonna use the proceeds to fund more hentai commissions. And if you can't catch the live show, don't worry, I upload a summary of our terrible experiences on the second channel. A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. This one, however, is completely free. You're all truly wonderful. Stay warm and have a good one.
All right, so there's a lot to unpack with that. First, number one, Japan. What the hell? Number two, Japan. Come on, I need you to level with me. What's going on? All right, I don't want to talk to the manager because I'm not going to do that. But is there someone in HR that we could speak to? Some representative, please. And number three, what has been your experience playing the game? Give me your feedback. All in all, I think we learned a lot today, and that's always, I guess, in the realm of the goddess. Be faithful. Don't become an outlaw, because it turns out that if you break the law, you're kind of screwed. Like I said, I wasn't prepared for that amount of anarchy. So, we're just gonna go forward from there, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Keep your heads on a swivel, and as always, take care of each other. Support the original content creators, and I don't want to say this video broke me, but I wasn't prepared for the anarchy that I was about to face. I'm Kit. Take good care of yourselves, and keep on. I want you to keep on winning. There you go.